YouTube chat. Pop that chat. Alright, we're all set. Should be rocking and rolling. Clear out the wheel. Whew. Alright, what to drink now? Discord. Where's that?
One of them is signature, right? From my angle, I can't see it. But, yeah.
Hey, Chris Jenkins, cheers. I thought it was pretty cool, so I was like, started seeing a little sprout come out. Yeah.
It's covered by the seed, the shell of the seed. So when I was looking at it, I said, oh no, that's just a seed.
Trying to get fully set up, Chris, so bear with me while I'm doing that. If you're currently drinking anything, just type in chat what you're drinking on. I just poured up some Weller Special Reserve from this big boy handle. Wiskeyer's here too. Hey man, what's going on? What are you guys drinking on? Anything? I know Brizzle's live right now, so probably not the best time to go live, but we're going to try anyways. And we've got this crate full of minis that I used for my advent calendar that are only missing a pour. Oh, Whiskey's drinking some Weller Special Reserve too, that's funny. So I have all these minis, they've been opened and they have like a small pour out of them, but most of these are pretty full bottles. So we're going to be giving these away. Chris says just Mountain Dew tonight. That's funny though. Let's see. Yeah, one of my guys local, he's gonna be saving this bottle for whenever he uses it as a celebratory bottle for whenever he gets married, is what he said. And he was able to get a Maker's Mark celery. I don't know if you guys can see that. Got the the famous crop shot in the car with the fancy watch on for the flex. Hey, Victor's here. Victor's the first one to type in mini, so we're gonna go ahead and show that wheel so you guys can see. Bear with me on my wheel. Where'd my wheel go? There's my wheel. Alright. Victor from the Whiskey Panda, if I can type, is our first one in the giveaway. Oh, Wiskeyer just typed in chat too. Go Go back to our giveaway wheel. And Chris Jenkins. So we're not sure exactly how we're going to play this wheel out. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole lot, or depending on how many people we have. To make it fair, we might do multiple giveaways. So maybe we'll give out, if we have a lot of people, we'll do 4 minis per person. If we have less, we'll do 6 per person, or we can just do a grand prize and whoever wins can take the whole lot. We'll see how we want to play that. Turn our window capture back off so you guys can see me. So right now we've got three entries, double checking. Yep, we've got Wiskeyer, Chris, and the Wiskeyer Panda. Drink on some Weller Special Reserve. We were not feeling too good earlier today, but I think we're feeling better now. I think it was what we ate. I don't think we were actually sick or anything like that. I had to take a little power nap. Victor just wants to do a 3-way split, so what is that? Do 8 each? 8, and 8. I don't know why I had to think about that hard. I'm over here like looking at the columns and trying to divide it up. There's 24, so neat bourbon. We're going to add you to that wheel. Let's go ahead and let you see that you're getting added onto the wheel. Got another name on the board. Yeah, tagging, if you're on your phone, I can't get it to tag at all, but on the computer, I'm able to type at, and then whoever's name, it'll actually pop up most of the time. But now that I have it on pop-up chat, oh, no, it'll let you do it. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And now you have 4, so now you're going to have to split it, what, 6? Everybody's going to get 6 right now. The goal is to kind of divide it down until it's almost not worth it. So we get 24 people, we'll do 24 giveaways, I guess, and I'll be paying out the ass. Mike Brock is here. Mike Brock will add you on there right now, brother. So see that you can be added to the wheel. Been meaning to do this giveaway for quite some time. This is my intentions, was to just drink the minis for the video, and then whatever's left in them, like here's a Willet small batch rye. This is like a $12 mini. We got the famous little Willet pot still. So there's like a small pour out of most of these where I've tried it. Canadian Chris. Add Canadian Chris to the list. Yeah, you know, mobile on YouTube, like even with the app versus through a browser, it just acts so weird when it's trying to like split up the text. Like I love when you're able to at somebody, because if you at me, it like highlights it for me, so it stands out. I don't have to sit here and like actively be focused on chat to see my name pop up when I'm in like someone else's live stream. Man, I'm actually kind of surprised we got a few people showing up. I know Bruzel, like I said, is live right now. Hey, Dave Vogelsang just showed up. So, Dave, if you read the text across the top, just type in mini, M-I-N-I. Doesn't have to be capitalized. I'm not going to sit here and bash you guys on it. I'm manually typing these in. It'll be fun. All those minis that I had, we're going to be giving away all these minis, so we're going to put some names on the wheel, and we'll let you guys probably decide how we're going to do that. Maybe we'll do just a one round winner that takes the whole lot, or we'll divide it up. Gunnar says there's a halftime. So Gunnar's saying halftime at CFP, so I have a minute now. Hey, that's cool. Thanks for popping in, man, and supporting. Appreciate that. Dave Vogelsang just typed in the magic words, so Mr. Dave is in. If I can type Dave's name correctly. I don't know why I'm struggling. I've written it down so many times. Gunner's in now. Show you guys that wheel one more time so you know that I've got you guys on here. That's what our wheel's looking like right now. Currently we have 24 minis to give away, so we're going to be splitting those up more than likely. How do you guys want to see that split for that? I mean, we'll do it this way. If I break the minis down to where we trade or we give away more than 4 to an individual person, then we'll just do the minis. But if you guys want to make sure everybody has a chance to win, especially if we get a lot, maybe we'll do 2 or 3 minis, and then on me, I'll throw out a sample for my collection. I won't be asking everybody what they want for their sample. It'll just be a random sample because that'll be a lot of people to ask if we do a bunch of giveaways. Michael Bortner just added his name to the list. He typed the magical word. My dad actually just typed in chat saying mini, just joking, but we're going to add him to the list too. We know how much he likes whiskey, so it'll be great if my dad wins. Scott, you're on there, Dad. We got you in there. If he wins, we're gonna have to do a video with him drinking whatever he won, even if it's this like cognac that I didn't like, this selection from Adi Fusini. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll be lying. Or maybe this one, this Palette cognac. This one was also another one that was just terrible. He said mini just joking, but the thing is, he still typed the magical word, so he got entered in anyways, so. Here's our current wheel right now. Got a bunch of names popping up. Thank you guys for coming out and supporting. Just a little last minute hangout stream, nothing too crazy. What are you guys all drinking on? I saw Wiskeyer said he was drinking the same thing I'm drinking, and in case you guys missed it, we're drinking the Weller Special Reserve, but we got the big boy handle, 1.75 liter. Jeff Castle says, "Cheers, RJ the Fed and friends." See, that's like that. When those guys at me like that, like Jeff did, it highlights my name in orange. So I think it really stands out. Chris Jenkins, My House Saturday. Man, Mike, Brock, are you guys that close? Jeff Castle just typed the magical word. We got Jeff on there now for typing in mini. The more the merrier, guys. Turn the fan on, it's getting hot in here. Oh, we got some more bottles that we haven't been able to show off. Forgot about that. So we did that big bourbon hunt video, and that one got a ton of views already. It's still going. But we managed to get a little book, chapter 7. I know it's got some like wild reflections on it right now. Take the plate off. This little book, chapter 7, ran us, I want to say like $135 for the. It's the first time I've ever seen a little book, so we had to get it. I haven't opened it just yet. We'll wait for the right time. Make sure no one else typed in mini after Jeff. Not seeing anyone else yet. Okay, that's fine. Also, we did a trade to where we got a Booker's. We swapped the bottle for this guy. This is the 2023-04, the Storyteller batch. I heard this 2023-04 Storyteller batch is not that good, but we have the Mighty Fine batch that we opened up the other day, the 2023-03, so we'll do side-by-side comparison with both of these guys. Getting a lot of reflection from their little glass windows, but got all kinds of Booker boxes. Good to hear that Chapter 7 is awesome, because honestly, they were on the shelf for a while. I had gone in there in the evening, and they had just put them out, and I bought them. And the next day when I went out there, they still had them all on the shelf. Captain Obama, howdy, sir. Read at the top, if you type in that magical word, you'll be entered into a free giveaway. We are going to be giving away some minis we'll let you guys decide how we divide them up. I've got 24. They have been opened, and I've had a pour out of them, so all of these will be opened minis, but we'll break them down and we'll give them out. And if we give out too many to where I only send in 2 or 3 to one person, I'll throw in some samples to make it a set of 4. Yeah, Dave Vogelsang, that Mighty Fine batch, honestly, the guy, I went over to his house to trade him for the 04. We did a bottle share. I told him that if he doesn't like his Mighty Fine batch, I would actually pick up his second one because I thought it was just that good. So I think I'm going to be trading him for that as well. Victor's saying mini again. Victor, I already got you in the chat, brother, but I'm glad that you typed the magical word twice. Sneaky guy trying to get in with his Whiskey Panda account and his Victor account. He's doubling down, man. We don't know if he's trying to give us 2 views or if he's trying to, cheese the system. Yeah, once we know you have your 2 accounts, man, we're not gonna let you enter in twice. But good try. I like it. I found that the Mighty Fine batch was way better than the Charlie's batch. I don't know if you have the Charlie's batch, Dave. The Charlie's batch was good. It was a little warm, but I heard it was one of the better ones of the Bookers for the newer releases until the Mighty Fine batch came out. And I was like, man, the Mighty Fine batch is a little bit more smooth and refined. Ooh, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom just joined the chat. Man, I feel honored. We got another legend in the chat. We're going to show that wheel one more time so you guys can see where we're sitting on that. So we got quite a few names going on here. Trying to keep up to date so we got everybody going. Maybe we'll pour up some of that Mighty Fine batch again. I mean, this will be a good warm up. The little Waller's Special Reserve got the big boy handle. Jeff Castle, I just remembered to enter the A. Smith Bowman lottery for the batch 3 release. Go to their website and enter. Man, maybe we can do that right now. Oh wow, Dave said he has all of the Bookers from 2023 and one from 2022. That's awesome. Cheers, Matt from Whiskey Wisdom. Yeah, speaking of Bowman Brothers, I don't know if you guys saw it in that bourbon hunt video that we did. Well, I say it's a bourbon hunt video. It was a store haul. We didn't do actual store footage because we were with a buddy. We didn't want to insult anybody at any of these stores because some of these stores had like ridiculous museum pricing. So we didn't want to, hurt our friend's chances of getting bottles in his area because I was ready to just rip into some of these guys for their prices. But we did get a John J. Bowman single barrel. From not Total Wine, I'm sorry. We got this from Specs, and it was under 40, I think it was $46, $47. It may have been cheaper than that. I put it in the video. I don't know if you guys remember what I paid for this, but I've never seen one of these on the shelf ever. I've always seen like Bowman Brothers or Isaac Bowman. Never seen the John J. So, still sealed. Debating on when we're going to open that, what we're going to do with that. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't had this John J. Bowman, Victor, so if you're saying this is a solid bottle too, like maybe I'll bring this, like the Weller 12 box over there on the floor. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm going to be meeting up with Victor this month, and I'll bring the box over so you guys can kind of see what's going on there. So, we got our Asianor sample kit. We got some pretty banger samples in here for me and Victor to try. I won't spoil this, so we'll leave this sealed. But then we got some other bottles that we have for some content, like a Nulu Double Oak, Store Pick, Kentucky Owl Confiscated. Got the Woodford Sonoma Triple Finish. Got some Japanese stuff too, like this Hakushu 12. We'll be reviewing this. Never reviewed this on my channel, so we'll be reviewing this with Victor actually together. Got a fancy bottle that we were told to get to. This is Middle West Spirits, straight rye whiskey, dark pumpernickel. Got 2 of these bad boys. Last 2, we just bought those today. Got an Antique 107. And then, for the argument's sakes, we've got Early Times Bottled in Bonds. We're going to do the whole screw cap, black cap, old brown Foreman juice versus the new. And we're going to do a comparison, so we'll have some fun content to go over together. Be my first time meeting Victor. What better way to meet your whiskey YouTubers than to drink with them? And we might add a few more bottles to that box. Alright, let's make sure we didn't enter. Got everyone entered. Let's see. Whoa, Gunner's saying the 1.75 special reserves are going for $300 in Michigan. What the hell? I did see some mom and pop stores that had these sitting on a shelf, and one of the places had it on the shelf for $150, and I just laughed at him and walked out. He also had Eagle Rare for like $100. Now, when you say you haven't been able to find special reserve for less than 150 since you started hunting, is that just the 1.75, or is that any Weller special reserve, like even the 750s and the 375s? Chris, thanks for shouting out all these channels. Neat Bourbon, Whiskey Panda, Whiskey Wisdom, Wiskeyer. Thank you for shouting all those channels out, man. That's why you got the wrench. This man's an engineer. He's over here shouting and plugging everybody. Mike Brock said I have an option for it, but $125 with Booker's being so hit or miss, I need a review. The No Strangers one, yeah, I haven't had any of the 2021s or the 2022s. I've only had the 23s, so can't help you on the review on that one. $125 for Booker's though, like I hear people get them as cheap as $80. I don't ever see them on the shelf for less than like $100, $115. Chris Jenkins saying, "Don't forget to hit that like button." Yeah, let's help with that algorithm. Hitting that like button always helps. Gunner says, "If that was here, it would be gone in a week for $150." Wow, yeah. You know, it's funny you say that, man. I do have another big handle of Weller Special Reserve, Gunner. Maybe we can get you a bottle of that, because I got one on the shelf that's sealed above me. It's a heckin' bottle, though. I'd have to like completely like wrap that thing up in bubble wrap. These things are heavy, man. Yeah, Gunner's saying no, that's any of them. So any of them, like, yeah, that is crazy, man. If that's the price, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Whiskey Panda, that's what I'm thinking, Victor. We gotta send him some Weller Special Reserve. Like, maybe we become business partners. We're gonna be his Weller Special Reserve plug. Anyone else in chat that has not entered, type mini, M-I-N-I, in chat, and you will be entered into the giveaway. If you guys want to type in chat too, let's see how many we got added in the wheel first. Real quick. Let's add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 13 people. Victor's, you've already typed mini. We're not adding you again, but good try. We have 13 people, and we've got 24 minis. So, if you guys want to win some minis, how do you guys want to split that? Do we want to do multiple giveaways, one big giveaway? If we do multiples, type in the number of giveaways you guys want to see. Remember, we have 24, so if you type in 2, that's going to be 12 each. You type in 3, it's going to be 8 each. 4, 6 each. Type in the number you guys want to see for that giveaway, and we'll get rolling on this pretty quick. if we get down, like I said, where we're giving away only 3 minis per person, I'll throw in sample bottles in those packages, and they'll just be something random for my collection. We got a lot of whiskey that we can give away. Did get a bottle the other day. So Dave Vogelsang and Matt both confirmed they want to see 6 per person, so that'd be 4 giveaways. We got a Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye the other day. This is our first time opening and trying this. Kind of drinks a little hot. This one's 132.8. We were trying to get one that's a little bit higher proof. But solid bottle. Just drink a lot hotter than I was expecting. Not really a rye person, so trying to do something different. Ugh. Mike Brock, do you have to be present to win? Honestly, because of the way we're going to be doing this giveaway, no, you don't have to. If you got to go, man, I'll reach out to you, or we'll put it in the comments that you won. Chris says 6 sounds good. Jeff says 6 sounds good. All right, guys. My dad's saying 0 for me, split between everyone else. All right, well, I'll honor his wishes, and I'll drop his name out of the giveaway. My dad thought it'd be funny to type mini and put just kidding, but he typed the words, so we had him in there. But he's confirming he doesn't want to be in the giveaway, so we'll remove him. We won't force him to drink any cognac. All right, well, I'm going to mix these up, and we're going to give it away by the column, I think. That way we can be a little bit more fair about it. Trey saying howdy. Hey man, we're doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving away, I have a bunch of little minis that we bought from our advent calendar that have been opened, and I've tried just a little bit of sample for. We're going to be giving away 6 per giveaway, so we're doing 4 total giveaways. I'm currently taking them all out of my little Coca-Cola tray. We're going to mix them up, so we're going to give away a column at a time. If you want to be entered in for that giveaway, just type in mini. Alright guys, we're going to try to mix these up the best I can. Like, I'm not going to be looking too much, but we're going to try not to give away like both the cognacs to the same person, because that sounds awful. We're not going to give away both the Willets to the same person, because they're expensive, so kind of mixing these up, and then from there we're going to kind of just grab wherever. We're not going to give the same 4 roses, We're not going to give both 4 roses to the same person either. The small batch and the small batch select. We'll give those to different people too, so we can keep it exciting for you guys. Some of these are scotches too. Some of these are Jim Beam products. Trying to mix these up to kind of keep it as fair as possible, guys. We got Bullet, Woodford, Gentleman Jack. Alright. Got these mixed up. Trey just entered into our giveaway. We're going to add his name to our list. Alright, so Trey is in. We're going to give it a couple more seconds. Let you guys see how we're going to do this. We're going to give these away vertically, so if you win, you'll get the first column, second winner will get second column, third will get third column, fourth will get fourth column. We'll do it that way. Let's go ahead and bring that wheel up so you guys can see our giveaway wheel. Let's see. Can I shrink that just a little bit? Yeah, okay. Do it just like that so we can see the background slightly. Bring my chat back up. Alright guys, here we go. You do not have to be present to win, so if someone's not here, they're still going to win. I'll just have them reach out to me via email or Discord, whatever you guys know me from. If you have my phone number, you can reach out via phone number. Here goes our first spin. This is for our first column of our minis. Alright, so our first one is going to be Chris Jenkins, so congrats to Chris Jenkins. Chris Jenkins won first set of minis. We're going to go ahead and remove his name from that list so he doesn't win twice. And we are going to spin again for our second round. Not sure how long the screen delay is. Canadian Chris just won the second round. So we got Chris squared, Chris 1 and Chris 2. So we just removed Canadian Chris's name off the list now. So we got 2 more to give away, 2 more columns. I'm typing it in before it stops. Yeah, there's probably a delay. I'll type slower. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to spoil it. There's a stream delay, guys. There's a stream delay. I spelled Wiskeyer's name wrong too, guys. It's Wiskeyer. There's no H. I'm glad that Victor's calling me out because there's a stream delay. Canadian Chris wants to donate it to my dad. Okay. So Canadian Chris doesn't want his winnings, so he's gonna make me give it to my dad, which will be funny. So the second winner, the second column will be for my dad. I'm gonna make sure he has to drink, and we'll try to get him on camera. That's so funny that he did that he gave it away. Alright guys, and then this is going to be for our last column because we've got the first one went to Chris Jenkins, the second one was Canadian Chris who passed the prize over to my dad. He designated the person he wanted to win instead of saying spin again. Wiskeyer got the third one, and now for the fourth and final column. Man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dave Vogelsang, went in a column off of me too, so he's got 6 minis that'll be going his way. Trying to wait on the stream to catch up before I drop it in chat. Hopefully you guys can see who won. He put Unreal, okay, so we're typing congrats for him, okay. Perfect, okay guys, so that was going to be the giveaway for those, so we'll leave the wheel up for now, but we'll put the wheel away. We might do more, we'll see. Let me bring my pop-up chat back up so we can read. Alright guys, so that was how it's going to go. We got Chris Jenkins for the first column, Canadian Chris is passing it to my dad so we can hand deliver all of these. We've got the third column is going to be Wiskeyer, and the last and final column is going to be for Mr. Dave Vogelsang. I'm going to make sure I bring my notepad up right now too so I don't forget to get all these typed in so I don't screw up these giveaways. Always afraid that I'm going to forget to give someone their giveaway. I still have a giveaway winner that has yet to claim their prize, Mr. Tater Dom. If you guys have Tater Dom's information, he knows he won a flight of 4 samples of his choice for my collection and he's yet to collect. But we got a note, so we know that he still won. So Chris Jenkins got the mini column 1. Canadian Chris. Passed it to my dad. For the minis, column 2. And then we've got Wiskeyer, Wiskeyer, not H. I don't know why I typed it even though I read it like 15 times. He's getting minis, column 3. And then our 4th one is going to be Mr. Dave Vogelsang, who's getting minis, column 4. If you guys don't have my contact information, I'm pretty sure Chris Jenkins, you're on Discord with me too. You can reach out to me that way. Dave's got Discord. Wiskeyer, I don't know if you have my Discord, but if you don't, just reach out to me via my Gmail, and we'll get connected, and we'll get everybody their winnings. Gunner's like, 1 second, I'm changing my name to get one of them. And then Victor's over here saying he identifies as Tater Dominant. I ain't. Does that work? Oh, that's funny, guys. That's funny. We'll definitely be doing more giveaways. Don't think that we're done doing more giveaways. It's just a matter of what the next one's going to be. Do I have my own Discord? I do have my own Discord. It is not set up. I've got a couple moderators that we have just not had the time to do anything with it. I hang out in other people's Discords more than anything. So the Lego set, Trey, that I used to be huge into Legos, and lately I've been buying these big, expensive Lego sets because my wife has been building them. So the shelf beside me is like nothing but Legos, and bottles of liquor, obviously. But above it, we got the Grogu. Beside Grogu, we have a Porg. And then above those guys, above Porg is Yoda, and then the giant R2-D2. And then obviously the Nintendo's beside the TV set. And then below it, we get the Mega Bloks, the Pikachu, because, Pokemon decided to go with Mega Bloks instead of Lego. Like, big ripped it in. They could have made way more money if they would have partnered with Lego. Yeah, I need to do this A. Smith Bowman, guys. I've never seen this. Is it just asmithbowman.com or something like that? Victor said, don't trust me to set up Discord. How do I sign up for is it asmithbowman.com? Is that where I go to sign up for this? Their distillery website? So you're signing up for A. Smith Bowman? I didn't even realize how many different berries. They have a George Bowman. I've never seen that. It's a Caribbean rum. That sounds cool. Caribbean rum finish. Oh, they have vodka too. Deep Run, Sunset Hills. I'll have to look for those. Gunner says he still has 200 pounds of Legos from when he was a kid stored in his basement. Yeah, my parents, they never let me get rid of really any of my toys. We got rid of some of the stuff, more of the collectible stuff that I wish I still had through some garage sales, but all the toys that I hard played with, Lincoln Logs, Thomas the Train, Legos, we still have all those G.I. Joes, Bionicles, Micro Machines. So whenever my kid gets older, we're going to be giving him some of the toys I used to play with and enjoy and have fun with, so it'll be really cool to see those. Oh, Michael Bortner says you have to pick it up at the distillery if you win, though. Ooh. I guess we won't be entering into that, because where is that? Is it in Kentucky? If you have to go pick it up at the distillery, there's no way we're going to actually enter in for that, because if we enter in for that, we're not going to be able to actually go and claim it. RJ, if you win the Bowman, you have to pick it up at the distillery. They will not ship it or let anyone else pick it up. Yeah, you know, they did the same thing with the Four Roses, the LE. They did the same thing with the Old Forester birthday bourbon. It's like if you won, you had to go to the distillery. So like, I put in for the Old Forester and the Four Roses one because I'm like, honestly, if I win both of those, like, yeah, I'm gonna make a trip out there because I can drive to Four Roses and then drive up to get the Old Forester one and then circle back to the airport and make like a 2-day trip out of it and actually go see some distilleries and pick up my bottles. But we got the unfortunate news of you were not selected as a winner this year. Oh, Virginia for the Bowman ones. Okay, North Virginia. Well, if it's in Virginia, honestly, I could probably sign my dad up. My dad makes trips out to North Carolina and Virginia. They can go pick it up. I don't know how far away it is from where he has his clients, where he goes and sees his clients. I really wish I could figure out this camera quality thing going on here, because our camera should be able to go way higher on resolution, and it's just not. We're going to play with our camera real quick and see if it does anything crazy. Okay, and then we're going to zoom it down. I'm going to recenter myself, guys. Bear with me. I don't feel like the quality got that much better. Still looks grainy. I don't know if it's low lighting or what the deal is for the lighting on the camera. Victor said that pour would be worth the trip. Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we also have like a ton of beer that we're going to be doing a review on too. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to do the beer, so I don't know if you guys are big into beers and stouts. You guys seem to really like when I did content with my dad, so we're definitely going to be doing more of that. Total Wine, Grand Reserve member, only bottle I've been chosen for. And it's a beer. Black Tuesday from the brewery. It's a 19.5 alcohol by volume, and it's a 1-pinter. So we're going to be doing this guy. We got some of the Bourbon County Goose Islands. We've got the 2023 Eagle Rare and the 2020 Weller 12 finished ones. We bought another one of just the regular stouts from the 23 release, so we have like kind of like a baseline, a sample for the Goose Islands to compare. We have another subscriber of the channel that is sending 3 bottles out. I don't currently have them to show them. They're from Bottle Logic. They're also stouts. So we're going to have 7 stouts to review. Yeah, Victor's saying for the Bowman one, he remembers that Sean got him a pour when they went to the Bruisel at the Alabama Dry. Yeah, when he met up with Bruisel. Yeah, I remember that. And he showed me, and it wasn't even a full 2-ounce pour, because that's all they gave him, and he gave you the whole sample. I remember that. Hey, we just got Luco just joined the chat, man. Cheers, bro. So Luco, you just missed the giveaway, but that's okay, man. We still appreciate that you came out to support. We had our minis from our advent calendar. We had 24 of them. We just gave all of those away, so those are all accounted for. But maybe we can do another giveaway during this live stream. Depends on how many people want to hang out. You guys might have something better to do. My dad's still watching. He said he'll be there next week. So when are they doing the lottery for the Bowman Distillery, guys? Because I don't think it'll be next week, but I could sign him up, and if I got picked, or he got picked technically, because somebody uses his information, because we can't have someone pick up in proxy. Maybe my dad could pick it up. What should we drink next, guys? We were drinking Weller Special Reserve, and we're ready to try probably switch over to something else. We got like a little bit left in our Glencairn. Neat Bourbon says, yeah, I'm in the Bowman Lottery. My whole family and basically all my friends and wives are too. Hopefully one of them hits. Yeah, it'd be nice, man. Closes on the 10th, and the bottles are available on the 12th. Well, if it closes on the 10th and it's available on the 12th, sounds like I need to sign my dad up because he's going to be there next week. So let's go sign my dad up real quick. Whiskey Panda says I should drink Stag. Chris says I should drink 107. Gunner saying 12 or 107. Well, we have all three of those. We've got Stag batch 18. We got Weller 107 and Weller 12 in the other room. All three of those bottles are in the other room. We can go grab it. Not to take away from the liquor talk, but facial hair products do you use for your mustache? I don't. Poor man Pappies. I do have that in here on the room. That's my blends. For the mustache, it's just nothing but just water. I do have tea tree oil that I use for my hair, and I occasionally will use it on my beard. I do have some like wax, like Amish wax, that I can use, but I pretty much just let it kind of run however it runs, and however it lays, it lays. Let's see if we can figure out how to sign up for this. Is there a specific tab I need to go to, guys? Like, you gotta be smarter than the app that you're using. News and events is under events, maybe. Where do we go to see this giveaway? Order online, book a tour, more about Isaac Bowman. My dad said he'll be there the 18th through the 21st, so if they're ready to pick up on the 12th, they normally give you at least a week or two, so you should be able to pick it up on the 18th or the 19th if we can figure out how to get them entered in to win. Michael Bortner's saying it's underneath events. Okay, so we click on news and events. Upcoming events is blank. News. A. Smith Bowman Distillery released third batch of annual cask strength. Is that the one I click on? The cask strength one? A. Smith Bowman? Click on that. The online lottery will begin January 3rd through January 10th, so it should be open right now. Then click on the third. Yeah, okay, I clicked on the third release. I think I clicked on the third release. A. Smith Bowman. Where do I type in any of my information? Look for the read here and click. Read here and click. Wow. This would be so much easier if I bring it down on this other monitor so I'm not breaking my neck to look. And fill out the form. I'm trying to figure out where to click. I clicked on it, like I see the A. Smith Bowman Distillery release third batch of annual cask. I'm not seeing where to click for the freaking giveaway, man. Almost out of batch one and it's sensational. Early February to snag it, so we just gotta figure out how to get in. All right, Luco, thanks for coming in and supporting, man. Go take that call. Man, I guess I'm just not going to be able to figure out how to enter in this freaking giveaway. So click on events, then click on the third release. Look for the red here and click. I don't see the here. I think that's the step I'm missing, wherever this here is. Struggle is real. We'll figure it out later, I guess. Not really seeing where to click. Last paragraph. I don't see a clickable link inside the last paragraph. Maybe this would be easier if, we just stream the browser. Go to the events and click on the red highlighted here. I don't know if we're looking at the same thing. Oh, we got a link sent to us in chat now. Now we can figure it out. Victor's like, quit struggling, RJ, figure it out, idiot. Oh yeah, we were in the whole wrong place. We were not where we were supposed to be. I didn't see this at all. I see where to type in now. Okay. All right, time to fill out my dad's information. Type in his email and phone number and everything, just in case they try to challenge him on picking it up. We'll have all his information in there. Alright, so rules for their little sweepstake giveaway, in case you guys didn't know. 21 years and up, obviously it's alcohol. Retail price is $99.99 plus tax. 1 bottle per name selected. No duplicate entries. Bottles will not be shipped or delivered. All bottles must be paid and picked up from A. Smith Bowman Distillery's gift shop before 5 p.m. on February 3rd, 2024. You think you're being hacked? You're not getting hacked. We're just filling in all your information. I'm not sharing it. We didn't put it on screen so they can see all your stuff. We're not going to give out your address or your... Oh, we did almost screw up on the zip code, though. We put my zip code instead of your zip code. Pick up on January 12th during regular business hours, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Perfect. Read. I would like to be contacted about news and future events. We'll make sure we keep that unchecked so he doesn't get spammed. Victor's saying it's okay, just go with it. Alright. Make sure we got his name put in here correct. Name, email, phone number, address. Perfect. Okay, submit. Alright, Dad. With the help of Victor posting the link so I could actually enter the giveaway correctly. The lottery ends in 1 day and 13 hours and 56 minutes and 30 seconds. I got a countdown. Hopefully we'll get an email from the A. Smith Bowman Distillery. And if we do, that would be really awesome if you would be able to pick that bottle up while you're there. If you win, do I get a pour for getting you on the right page? I mean, you'll have to ask my dad. I won't be winning. It'll be him. Let's see. Alright. I'm zooming out because we're trying to see. Okay, so Dad, if you do get selected, I'm looking at where this distillery is. It is north of Richmond, so I know you normally roam south of Richmond, because it'll be North Carolina, Virginia, but it's north of Richmond, but south of Washington. I know that sounds crazy, but it's, let's see. So from Richmond, you go north on Highway 95, and it looks like, I don't know, I'd have to open it up on like Google Maps to see how far away it is from Richmond. What town is this in? Fredericksburg. It's in Fredericksburg. Oh, you will be in Richmond. So if you're in Richmond, that's way better. I thought you were going to be further south, like going down to North Carolina. If you're in Richmond, it's north of Richmond. It's in Fredericksburg, so it's not terribly far. It is a bit of a drive north. 32 minutes is what Victor's saying from Richmond. So 32-minute drive north. Neat Bourbon saying 50 minutes. Well, I'm not sure if that's going to be accurate, Neat Bourbon, because if you've ever seen how my dad drives, I think 32 minutes will be a more accurate statement. You want to talk about funny? Anytime I'm trying to follow him, he'll be following behind me or whatever, or I'll follow him to go, let's say a restaurant. I don't have the address. He'll leave me in the dust, like he'll run a red light just so I can't follow him, and then I have to call him. Hey, did you turn right or left up here? Where are you at? Traffic on 95 can be tough. Yeah, well, hopefully since it'll be during the week, it won't be terrible. Perfect timing, though. He's there the 18th through the 21st. Sign up just in time. Good thing we decided to go live tonight and you guys talked about that. That'd be really cool. I have the Bowman Brothers open. I don't have the John J. Bowman open just yet. Honestly, don't care for the port finish one. The port finish one's not very good in my opinion. It sits on a shelf here, though. That's for sure. Set these minis out of the way so I don't knock this over. Oh. Picked up a bottle for my coworker today as well while we were out. He likes rum, so we got a Dorley's 14-year aged rum. Next time he comes over, he'll be able to get this off of me. Cool little fancy box. He normally just drinks the old Captain Morgan 1-liter bottles. And then we got him a Dorley 12-year that he likes, so now we're going to give him the 14 years, the next one. Whiskey Panda says, okay, I'm out. All the ice on the road, and I have to go to work tomorrow early morning. You already got ice on the road down there, man? I hope we don't have ice here. I mean, I'm off the next day, but have a good night, Victor. I'm going to be checking the weather now. I know it rained pretty hard, but I don't think we got down to freezing temps just yet. Gunner says the port one has a weird finish. Tastes like it's been opened for 10 years. Yeah, okay, so I'm not the only one then, because when I tried it the other day, it tasted like almost like bitter. And I was like, man, I don't know if I like this. So we've been mixing it. We have a giant decanter. So it's got some of that in there. Oh, back to what we were talking about. I got so sidetracked. We're finishing this off. We had a couple votes on what to drink. So we got Poor Man's Pappy, Weller 107, Weller 12, Stag. I got batch 18 off to go to the other room for. What do you guys want to have me drink next? Poor Man's Pappy's right beside me, so we don't even have to leave the room. I think we'll just do the Poor Man's Pappy. Does that sound good to everybody else? Whiskey Panda says, sleet and 60-mile-an-hour winds make for a sheet of ice on the road. Yeah. Yep, yeah, it does. Ugh. So we got our Blanton's bottle with our little Poor Man Pappy badge on it so we don't mix it up with our other Blanton's bottle. So if you guys didn't know, to make Poor Man's Pappy, you need Weller 107 and Weller 12. And the ratio is 40% Weller 12 and 60% Weller 107 to make Poor Man Pappy blends. It is supposed to drink very similar to what the Pappy 15-year drinks like, but we might not ever know what Pappy Van Winkle 15-year tastes like unless we get the Total Wine Lottery and win it. Gunner says Bomb Burgers 2023 is my second vote, haha. So yeah, that bottle's also in the other room. I mean, I don't mind going to grab a bottle. It doesn't take me too long to grab one, but we did do a fresh crack of the Bomb Burgers 2023 with the Michter's American whiskey. And I didn't really give my full and honest opinion on the Bomb Burgers in the video because I didn't feel like it was fair to do a fresh crack and not give like a a solid yes or no on it. I was kind of indifferent on it. Mr. Lopez, cheers, man. The Bomberger's 23. It drinks almost like a Booker's, honestly. Like it's lighter proof. It's 108 proof versus like 125. It's a little bit more well-rounded and smoothed out. It's around the same cost, but it seems to be a lot harder to find than Booker's, being just a once-a-year release, even though we saw it 3 times last year. So, Poor Man Pappy, I mean, it's Weller 12, Weller 107, so you get the smooth, buttery notes and taste of the Weller 12 with the spice and cherry from the 107, and it just makes for an excellent blend. That bottle's been sitting on the shelf for a while. We did send out at least, I think, 1, maybe 2 samples of the Poor Man Pappy, and then the Agent Ore kit that you see propped up on the Weller 12 box over there. We got a Agent Ore kit for my buddy Tyler, and we gave that to him as a gift. And in that, he had samples. I had 4 sample bottles. We were going to just give him an empty kit, so we filled the sample bottles up. So he did get a blend of the Poor Man's Pappy as well. So I'll have to ask him if he tried it. Just hanging out and drinking, guys. Appreciate you guys coming out. If you guys got to go, got other things going on, I still appreciate every one of you guys, especially the ones that hit the like button and leave comments. The best part about doing live streams, in my opinion, is to be interactive with the chat. So even though I don't get to hear from you guys, I can read what you guys are saying in chat and talk about it. We might try like StreamYards or Zoom, or like the Discord chat for me works the best. So if you guys want to do Discord chat, we can get in a Discord call. We can do that like right now too. I'll drop the camera off through OBS, which is what we're broadcasting through right now, and we'll bring up the display capture of Discord, and we can all kind of hang out. Everybody should be able to hear you guys too through that too if I set it up right with audio and video, and we can just do a Hangout too sometime. We can do that tonight too if you guys want. So in chat, if you guys want to be on video, or if you guys just want your voice to be heard, you don't have to turn your camera on. I'm not going to require you guys to. And you want to use Discord, just drop it in the comments right now, and we'll get a call set up, and I'll do a couple little transition things on the OBS software, so we're broadcasting on YouTube relatively quickly, and get you guys in on the call if you guys want to be hanging out and just drinking. We're just doing a hangout, guys. I know it's weird to do a Monday night hangout or drinking, but my days off are not on the weekends. My weekend is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday right now, so this is my weekend, and because the first day, I don't have to worry about drinking a little too much. But it's only my second glass. Third glass today, but second glass during our stream, so I'm not too worried about it. We're not going to get too swifty. Got 12 likes on the video, which is awesome. We got 10 people watching. One of those people watching is myself. So I definitely appreciate the support that you guys have given me. Got a little bit of a stream delay, so if we do the Discord thing, you'll have to mute the YouTube audio once we talk through Discord. Chris Jenkins says he's got to go to bed. Thanks for the live stream, RJ. Cheers. Yeah, Chris, we'll have to reach out to me again just to confirm everything, but since you're one of my giveaway winners, we'll make sure you get your stuff. Reach out to me via Discord. It's probably going to be the best way. Otherwise, send me an email, and we'll take care of it. Everyone else that's still in chat right now, question I would love to ask you guys. It is 2024, January 8th currently. There's going to be a ton of new releases this year. What is a bottle that you guys are excited to try to hunt and find and buy at MSRP, even if you might not ever get the opportunity because of how hard it is to find because of allocation? Mr. Lopez says, what did you give away tonight? So that red Coca-Cola tray over there with all those samples in it, the samples we did for our Advent calendar, those little mini bottles, I'm giving away all of those mini bottles, all the open mini bottles that I had like a little sample out of from my video. We're giving all those away. We gave away 6 of the minis per person, so we did 4 giveaways. Our first giveaway winner was Chris Jenkins, who accepted. Our second winner was Canadian Chris. He actually passed it to my dad, so I'll give those samples to my dad. Our third winner, see, we're already forgetting. Oh, it's Wiskeyer, Wiskeyer, not with an H. He got our third one. And then Dave Vogelsang got our fourth column. So all 4 columns have been given away to great people in our community, especially Dave Vogelsang, Chris Jenkins, Canadian Chris, even though he passed. All fantastic people. Wiskeyer, one of the younger guys that I've been jumping in his live streams with, he actually does a lot of gaming too, so it's been cool to interact with him and talk to him. So it's great to see that he showed up and he won a giveaway, so it'd be cool to get him some minis to try. We mixed all the minis up too, so they're not in order. Like, we're trying to make sure not everyone's getting like both the 4 Roses or both the Willets. Like, we split them up because some of those minis were like $12 a piece, and then the other ones were like 99 cents a piece. So, Neat Bourbon says, "Have a good night, everyone. I'm off to bed." Cheers, RJ. Good night, Mr. Neat Bourbon. So back to that question. What is the bottle that you are most excited to try to hunt and find at MSRP this year? Got some action at the front door. Let's see if there's the kitties. Yep. Got a cat out front. I think for me, because we saw the Total Wine Grand Reserve Lottery that won't be drawn until like late March, even though the Pappy drawing ended in December. They wait almost 3 whole months before they pick, almost 4 months really. We're hoping that we still hit the lottery for Total Wine for a BTAC or Pappy bottle. Grand Reserve is 25,000 points, which would normally mean that you had to spend $2,500 to even qualify for Grand Reserve. In my state, in my store, we have multipliers, so you can hit Grand Reserve as little as $250 if you get the 10x multiplier. A couple multipliers will pop up randomly every single month, and then sometimes an event will happen, like when the Rangers won the World Series. They did 9x points on everything. Dave Vogelsang said he's calling tonight. It's supposed to get 5 to 8 inches of snow tonight/tomorrow. Stay safe, man, especially if you have to get out and drive in that. Cheers, Dave Vogelsang. Thank you for showing up, and congratulations on winning, brother. So the Grand Reserve program, once you get 25,000 points, you have the ability to sign up for their priority access lotteries that they drop. It can be for beer or liquor. It doesn't have to be specifically bourbon. And you sign up and select the bottle you want to pick. It tells you the price of the item that it'll be before you actually sign up for it. So you can choose to select it or skip or pass on it. Well, at the end of the year, we're at 129,000 points. Well, once you get 25,000 points, every single point above that is one entry into the lottery. So we have over 100,000 entries. Sounds like a lot. I hope it is. Some of these guys spend a lot more money than I do, and they have a lot more entries, but that's okay, because just like the lottery, you only need one ticket to win. You don't have to have 100,000 tickets just to win. But that being said, we hope that our 100,000 entries do help get ahead of the game or have more chances. So they'll pull the first name, and they're going to go off their list, because you make it in a list on the order in which you want to be selected for. And they're going to give away Pappy 23 for me, because that's my first pick. That'll be the first bottle that's on the highest on my list. So if I get picked first, that's my first pick. We're getting Pappy Van Winkle 23 year. MSRP, I don't know what it actually MSRP is for. The price I want to say was like $600, $700. I worked out a deal with a guy where we're going to split the cost 50-50. We're going to get the bottle, and we're probably gonna move that bottle. I don't think we're going to keep it, because the 23 year goes for so much. We should be able to purchase a pour of the 23 each with how much money we're going to get from it, and be able to buy like a 20 year, a 15 year, and like a 10 year, and split those bottles up. So I'll keep the bottles for my channel, but we're gonna open them up and we'll split half the juice into his decanter, so he's gonna have some Pappy if we hit the big go-to prize. But my list is Pappy 23, Pappy 20, Pappy 15, 10, Lot B, the Rye, and then that's all the Pappies, and then the other part of that priority access is the B-Tax. So for the B-Tax, I want to say we got like W.L. Weller as number 1 for that section of it, George T. Stagg, the Eagle Rare 17, I want to say the Saz 18, and then the last and final one is the Thomas H. Handy, which we actually have a bottle of Thomas H. Handy, and I would not be opposed if we won another Thomas H. Handy as my second bottle. Those prices on the BTAC bottles are $149.99 each, but the prices is like 23 years like $600, the 20 years like $450, and then $300 I think for the 15 year or the 10 year. I can't remember. It just drops below that, and then they're all about $150 after that. So hopefully we can win. Be cool at least. If we don't, I think they give you like a consolation prize. Like, hey, thanks for signing up. Sorry you lost. Here's a Blanton's if you want to come pick it up. Gunner says, only really hunting bottles I've never owned and wished I had. So any BTAC, any Stag, any Jack SR, a Michter's Toasted Rye. I actually could have got a Michter's Toasted Rye barrel proof the other day. One of the guys I was hunting with, we were at Total Wine, he went over to the specs. I passed on it, and I was already back home. There was 2 bottles of that Toasted Rye just sitting in the cabinet for $150. Should have got it, but I didn't want to bring my son back out there. EH barrel proof, yeah, EH barrel proof would be really cool to have, especially at MSRP, because they're like $450 on secondary, or like $90 on MSRP. New releases, 1924. I am looking for an Old Forester 1924 as well. MSRP is supposed to be $115. We'll see if Total Wine actually gets them in and what they want to charge for them. Makers Finished series. Okay, is that the new Makers that's coming out? Michael Bortner says, good night. The dogs need me. Good night, Michael Bortner. Thanks for coming out, brother. Appreciate the support. The Makers Finished series. I know they had the Cellar Age, which was a limited release for the 23. I heard they're going to be coming out with more age-stated products, so maybe we'll have another Makers too. That's not just the Finished series, but another age-stated. And the Travelers. The Muddy One. I'm watching you, boy. Alright, so the Muddy One commented on one of my videos the other day. If you would like, sir, since you're in the live stream, ask your question and I will happily give you my best answer without just saying, if you know, you know. So Gunnar says, yeah, the new Makers. Yeah, I don't know what the new Makers is. I haven't been looking at the distillery site to see what's going on there, but I would love to see something new. My buddy just sent me a thing saying massive snowstorm expected to have devastating effects on Northwest. He's up in Alaska now, so I'm sure he's going to be experiencing some of the more harsher climate and weather. Alright, so the Muddy One asked me what kind of Fed that I am. And I didn't want to just answer in the comments because anybody can read that. This live stream's been going for a hot minute, so because our live stream's been going for so long, unless someone's currently watching a live stream right now or is going to actually sit here and watch the whole thing through, I don't think they're going to be caught up with what's going on anymore, so I have no problem talking about it. I do work for Department of Homeland Security, and I work underneath the Transportation Security Administration as a behavioral detection officer. So I used to do some private security before this, a couple different companies. They didn't really pay well, didn't have good benefits. Any time off I took was not paid for. Now we have excellent benefits. We have federal benefits. I get paid time off all the time. I have a compressed schedule, so I'm off 3 days a week, which is awesome. And they compensate us quite well. I won't get into too much of the details on what all I do, but it's not a bad job, and it's not just what you see when you go to the airport and you go through a security checkpoint. I don't really work with those guys as much anymore. I mainly focus on insider threat, and I work with a lot of the other employees. So that's about the extent of what I'll disclose on YouTube for you guys. But there's your answer, other than the if you know, the muddy one. So sorry if that came across as like, like an asshole move or just a terrible comment to reply back to, but I'm like, I don't want to disclose all that in the chat. Gunner said he would love the sellers, but probably low probability. Yeah, I mean, the hype behind that bottle for the Maker's cellar aged, it's like a 10 to 12 year blend. Secondary round's like $400, maybe $375 you get a little bit cheaper. But MSRP was like $135, $150. The Muddy One wants to know, do you think Trump supporters are a terroristic threat? No, I do not. But we do have to deal with those guys. If you know what date just passed a couple days ago, we do have to deal with those guys, and I think it's a clown fit. I don't want to get too political, but I'll say it. I'm going to say it. Those guys that did what they did, I think they should either prosecute them and be done with it, or let them go. I'm not going to sit here and say that they did wrong or they did right. There's laws. There's judgment to be passed. Punish them or let them go. I don't think we should sit here and do this back and forth banter and have all this uncertainty and mistreatment. So there's my take on it. We'll leave it at that. We'll move forward. Change the subject. This poor man's Pappy is freaking awesome. Smooth and buttery because the Weller 12 blends, but the 107 gives a little bit of spice. And my favorite thing about the Buffalo Trace products is the cherry notes. Gunner L. So happy late birthday, brother. It's funny you said that. One of the guys in one of the Discord groups, his celebratory bottle he wanted, I helped get him. It was the Bombergers 2023. He got married on that day as well. So I was asking him. He hasn't responded, so I'm sure he's like busy with wedding and honeymoon and all that. But I was like, man, I hope you're having like a good day, and I hope you're excited and ready to get married. And I didn't say anything about the specific day, and I'm like, that day is going to be very famous for a long time now. Did you get to celebrate for your birthday, Gunner? Did you get any cool bottles, or did you go out for dinner or lunch? Did you have a cake? Do you even celebrate your birthday anymore, or is it just kind of another day now? Did you have to work on your birthday? That's a question. We are up to 280 subscribers currently, too. Oh, the Muddy One asked a question. What do you think about cognac? I don't like it. I really don't like it. I've tried a couple different cognacs now. I've done a couple reviews. I've tried some on and off camera. I've done a couple for my Advent calendar. I've had Hennessy Pure White, which was an international release for a long time. Now you can get it here in the States. It's not for me. It's not for me. Good night, Jeff Castle. Cognac's just not for me, man. I think it's the finish for me. It gives me this weird taste on my palate that I just don't like. That being said, we did have a bottle from the Whiskey Society with the little the helmet from the night on top of it. It was aged for 10 years and it was finished in cognac cask. That one drank pretty nice. We did that at the RJ and Tyler Hangout video that we recorded. And I ended up leaving that bottle over there at his house because he actually enjoyed it. The cognac finish definitely helped with the oakiness that you get from like the barrel age and the bourbon. It took that out completely and left a very sweet note to it. It wasn't as bitter because it had the whiskey flavor to it rather than the cognac flavor. But for me, I don't think I'm going to be going out of my way to get any cognacs. I'm not opposed to trying more. Like maybe I haven't tried the right one. You know, I've tried probably like 8 or 9. But none of them have tickled my fancy, so I'll have to find another one. Gunner says, thanks. Yeah, I went out for a casino night and came home and cracked a C923. That's an Elijah Craig barrel proof one for his birthday. Since I'm now 29, I'm trying not to over celebrate them. Yeah. I mean, over celebrating, I don't know, maybe like when you hit, 30, 40, 50, the milestones, those you celebrate a little heavier, but I'm 27, I'll be turning 28. I don't think I'm going to be celebrating anything too crazy. Wife typically asks, Katie, what do you want to do for your birthday? And my answer is normally like, I don't know, maybe just hang out at the house. She's like, you want a cake? I'm like, if you want to. It's very like nonchalant. I do typically try to do something for my birthday though, like whether it is a dinner or a cake at the house, but we're not trying to like over celebrate like you said. Gifts, maybe 1 or 2 gifts that I'll get. Otherwise, I'm not really too worried about it. I get a lot of birthday cards, which is nice, just to Facebook post too with a little happy birthday or text messages or phone calls. Like those are all appreciated, so we like that. Mike Brock said, bottles I'm chasing, no B-tack, the flippers have that locked up. Old Forester Blue Label single barrel and E.H. Taylor barrel proof, E.H. Taylor single barrel. Yeah, B-tack is pretty screwed up everywhere, I think. I went to a couple museums and offered them $500 cash, which is way over MSRP, but under secondary, and they wouldn't budge. So I think I agree with you on the secondary for B-tack has kind of locked them down. Old Forester Blue Label, that's the Old Forester barrel proof, barrel strength, barrel proof, whatever. Old Forester single barrel strength. I have one. It's a store pick. I think they're all store picks. Mine's from Total Wine. I paid $84.99 for it. It was funny. We showed up. We were waiting in line for some bourbon hunting. Element 9642. Cheers, man. So we were waiting in line for that. Just at Total Wine, we didn't know if they were dropping anything or not. And they happened to drop that single barrel strength the same day, and I was able to get one. So I was really happy. I haven't seen one since, man. Have not seen one since. Mike Brock says, my comment on the date, you do not get in the building unless you are let in. Yeah, Mike Brock, I'll circle back to it. We'll talk about it one more time since you made that comment. Conspiracy theory here. So we'll talk about some conspiracy theories. I mean, I'm Matt from Whiskey Wisdom's Denim. Why can't we do a little conspiracy here? I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's an inside job, but why was half their security detail off that day, knowing that there's a potential attack on a federal building? Why was the media inside the building on the upper level recording from the inside out in a federal building, might I say? They don't normally let media in the federal buildings like that. Second off, or third off, however we're going to put this, when you talk about entering a federal building, they have some of the strictest security. So even with very minimal personnel, I figure they would have been, doing a lot more to keep people out if they didn't want people to be in there. On the other side of the thing, on the side that's currently in office, without getting too crazy on terminology, it's tough to say it. Have a good night, RJ. Yeah, Mark, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, man. You have a good night, Brian. What did you guys expect was going to happen once you took the building over? Like, what did you accomplish once you had the building? Like, where are you going to go? What are you going to do? You can only do so much. But that's kind of my take on it too. From I could see both sides. I can see why one side wanted it to happen, why the other side did it. I think it was definitely a political agenda there, but that's enough of that. The Muddy One says, I did a blind taste test of my bourbons, and with Eagle Rare, Buffalo Traces, I ended up liking Russell's 10 the most. Funny you say that. I did post a video. It was a while back. It was a 10-year comparison. I don't know if you checked out that 10-year comparison video, but I had like a Henry McKenna 10, and it was one of the bottles, Eagle Rare and Russell's 10. I think there was a fourth bottle. I think it was no, it wasn't the E.H. Taylor because they don't have a 10-year. I can't remember. I think there was 4 bottles in that 10-year, and when I put them in a blind, I was like, man, I know this is Eagle Rare and I know this is Russell's, but the Russell's is just a little bit smoother and a little bit sweeter. Mr. Lopez is asking what we're talking about. We're talking about a specific date that happened 2 days ago and its historical significance, but now we're talking about Muddy One's blind taste test of the 10-year Russell's versus Eagle Rare. Russell's 10, I like it. If I want something sweet, I'm going to get the Russell's 10. If I want a little bit of spice, a little bit of cherry, I'm going to go with Eagle Rare. Both are fantastic bottles. The Russell's 10 I see sitting on the shelf. Eagle Rare sells out pretty quick where I'm at. Gunnar says, from now on, you will have to do a birthday stream so we can celebrate and drink together. That is a good idea. Let me see when my birthday, what day that's going to fall on. It's going to be on a Saturday, and I don't think I'm going to have it off. Let me check my leave calendar. Ugh. I will be working on my birthday, unless our schedule changes by then. But maybe we'll celebrate before or after it. We'll figure it out. It's a good idea, though, Gunnar. Do a live stream. Element says those blue label Old Foresters are amazing. Yes, they are. Problem is, they're single barrels and they're store picks. You got the wrong nose or taster. You might not get the best of the best because they're not all going to be identical. But so far, I haven't had a bad one. Mr. Lopez said he loves Russell's 10. Absolutely agree with him. Well, we finished our poor man's pappy, so. Like I said, guys, we're not getting drunk tonight, so I'm going to call it at the end of the stream now. That was our two big pours. We had our Weller Special Reserve handle, and then we had our own blend of our poor man's pappy. You guys saw that video. It was a 750 milliliter bottle, Blanton's bottle, that we made that blend full scale, so we have a full bottle of it. So we still have a pretty good chunk of some poor man's pappy, and we have more Weller 12 and more Weller 107, so we could make more. We'll have to do a fresh crack on a Blanton soon, and drink that Blanton's down, so we have some more headspace to make another bottle. Maybe we'll make a second poor man's pappy. Oh, Mike Brock says, sorry, RJ, about the previous comment. Russell's 10 is great, but Eagle Rare beats it every time. I'm not going to agree or disagree with that because it depends on what it is. You don't have to apologize about the previous comment, man. The previous comment, I just brought it up because it's like there's a lot behind that whole ordeal. I feel like because of what I do for work, we get punished because we have to deal with these guys, and some of these guys get very angry because of what we're forced to do to them. And it's just one of those things where if you know, you know, I guess. But yeah. Buddy one, was that Weller box back there full when you brought it home? No. Okay, so that funny story on why we have the Weller 12 box back there. That is a case that used to have Weller 12 in it. I got a Russell Camp Nelson single Workhouse F, and I swapped it with a guy, and I got some bottles off of him for comparable value. And he had this Weller 12 box back here, and because I was getting multiple bottles from him, I was like, hey, do you think I could take that box? And he looked at me like, why do you want the box? It's just a cardboard box. And I was like, well, it'd be easier to carry the bottles, but I might too. It's like I got a YouTube channel, so it'd be cool to have like a Weller 12 box to show off. So we got the Weller 12 box, so it's pretty funny. But no, there was no Weller 12 in that box. I didn't even get a Weller 12 off the guy in the trade. I've only found one Weller 12 ever. It was a phone call on a Friday and said, hey, would you be interested in a Weller 12? And I said, I can't get there today. Can you hold it till Monday? They held the bottle for me. I went and picked it up. I paid $54.11 after tax for my Weller 12. That is marked up above MSRP, but well below secondary, so we happily got our Weller 12. We also had the option for a Weller Foolproof. We could get one or the other. We went with the 12 because we had plans for the video. We wanted to do the Poor Man Pappy blend, so even though Foolproof was probably the better bottle to get, the Weller 12 was the sought-after one for the content, and we ended up getting a 2/3 of a bottle of a Weller Foolproof off of one of our buddies when he showed up for our bourbon bottle chug live stream extravaganza, whatever we titled that video. I got a Weller foolproof bottle, so we have something to drink out of that. So, like Brock says, one of the most secure buildings in the world. Yeah. Kind of makes you wonder, how did it get breached if it's one of the most secure buildings in the world, and why was half the security detail off that day? What anyone's saying nice about the Weller 12 box and the story behind that one? Yeah. He also gave us it was like some kind of the truth, hard truth. It was a rye whiskey, sweet mash. I've seen the bottle a couple times. It's like a $70, $80 bottle. He just gave it to me like a little bit left so we could use it to our bottle kill video. So it was just another cool one to have. The other said just looked up 10-year bourbons. There's Rebel 10, Eagle Rare 10, Basil 10, Fitz 10, Widow Jane 10. Oh, that's funny you said Widow Jane 10. We actually have one of those, but we didn't have it when we made that video. Russell's 10, Bullet 10, McKenna 10. We had the McKenna 10 for sure. JD 10, Michter's 10-year. 10-year Michter's is expensive on secondary. It's like $400. Heaven Door 10-year. And Bottle and Bond and T10 and Clyde Mays 10. I'm not sure what the and Bib. Oh, Bib and Tucker 10-year. I read that. Bib and Tucker 10-year and Clyde Mays 10-year. I would say there is a good amount of 10s out there. There's probably a lot more too that are from like smaller distilleries or products that aren't necessarily like age stated, but on the back when they give like the breakdown for like the mash bills and the rick house, maybe there are some more 10 years out there that just aren't advertised that way. So I know we had the Eagle Rare, I know we had the Henry McKenna, and I know we had the Russell's 10 on the 3. I don't know if we had another one. I mean, I got my YouTube channel pulled up on the other page real quick. Let's see. Let me go to my channel and we'll see if we can find that real quick. Videos. Let's scroll back. Because I know I did a 10-year comparison. And I did make the same comment about the Russell's 10 where I was like, man, this is good. Honestly, you could probably beat it out. Double bottle reviews. I think it's older than that. Charlie's Batch. We got a lot of videos, and I know our content wasn't the best, but we've slowly gotten better with our content. Our audio quality is... Oh, Adam from Major Zero just showed up. Cheers, Adam. Thank you for coming out, man. Let's see if we can find this 10-year video. What did we do a review on? I know we had several bottles. Stag, Knob Creeks, Taylor's, double bottles. I can't believe how many videos I've made and how low some of the quality is on some of these. Search. 10-year. Oh, it was Eagle Rare, Russell's Reserve, and Henry McKenna. So it was just those 3. Yeah, it was just those. I couldn't remember if we had a 4th one on there or not. Ugh. It'd be crazy if someone had all of them and did a 10-year blind off. My audio is a little hollow. Well, here, we got a boomstick. Let's just change that. Does our audio sound like 100 times better now that it's in our face instead of half a mile away? Be a little bit of a delay, but it should kick in here in a second. We're getting ready to call it a night anyways, but now that I know that, maybe our microphone was too far away. We got the little fuzzy thing on the end of it to help with the fan, and then we got our little pop filter too, so. Good to hear though. Missed our giveaway, Adam, but I don't think you wanted it anyways. There's cognac in it. There was Willet Pot still in it. It wasn't a giveaway for you. Well, thank you guys for coming out and watching and supporting. It's RG the Fed signing out. Cheers, guys. Have a good night. Be careful with the weather. Hopefully you guys don't have to drive in it. If you do, drive nice and slow. Remember, don't brake too hard. Just let off the gas. Let it idle and roll. Have a good night, guys.